Hi guys, Black Box here. In this video I'll show you how to fly a non-precision approach by just using the modes TRK and FPA, Flight Path Angle. Now usually a non-precision approach would be flown using nav, Flight Path Angle or even Final Approach mode. However, there could be circumstances where you would be forced to fly a non-precision approach by using the very basic modes TRK and Flight Path Angle. Now this would be the case, for example, if both GPS have failed or the nav accuracy is low. The progress page shows whether the accuracy is high or low. In this example, the accuracy is high. So today we'll be flying a VOR approach into Frankfurt, runway 7 right. On the MCDU we'll select Frankfurt, then arrivals, scroll down until we find the VOR 7 right approach. Since we're on our way towards Romeo India Delta, we'll select approach via Romeo India Delta. Even though we're going to fly the approach completely conventional, I'm still going to check the waypoints. Now, comparing the stored waypoints and altitudes and cross-checking those with the approach plate, we can see that the waypoints and altitudes are the same. For example, at 12 DME Frankfurt VOR, the crossing altitude is 2,830 feet, and at 8 DME Frankfurt it is 1,560 feet, which equals the final altitude. Next we'll program the MCDU approach page. QNH is 999er, temperature of 18 degrees, and the wind is 070 at 8. On the approach chart we can see that the MDA is 810 feet. Since we rely on conventional navigation, we have to put in Frankfurt VOR on VOR 1 and VOR 2. And I'm also selecting Foxtrot Whiskey Beacon. So let's do a quick briefing of the approach. The minimum sector altitude is 3,500 feet. The approach starts at 4,000 feet. Descent point at 15.6 from Foxtrot Mike DME. The profile has 3 degrees and the inbound course is an offset course of 066 degrees. The runway has a course of 068 degrees. We'll check the final altitude at 8 DME Foxtrot Mike at 1,560 feet. The MDA is 810 feet. The missed approach goes straight ahead 1 DME Foxtrot Mike, inbound Foxtrot Mike, then right turn. We'll intercept the radial 088 outbound Foxtrot Mike until 8 DME or 5,000 feet, whichever is later, and then we'll turn right towards Reed, maintaining 5,000 feet. Okay, approach checklist. Briefing is performed and MDA 810 feet set. Okay, so we're on the base leg now. Flaps 1. Lufthansa 455, turning right heading 020, cleared the VOR approach, runway 7 right. Now that we're on a intercept heading, I'm going to press the track FPA button on the FCU. And we'll check the FMA, and it says track. Flaps 2. Also on the primary flight display you can see the flight path director and the flight path vector. In order to make the approach less dynamic, I'm selecting speed 160 knots. Now we're approaching the inbound radial, and so we'll turn right to intercept the inbound course of 066 degrees. Next I'm gonna select the ROS VOR mode. This way I can see the lateral displacement a lot quicker. Now we're gonna have to watch the descent point, which is coming up at 15.6 DME Fox Mike. I've already selected the missed approach altitude of 5,000 feet in order to enable the descent out of 4,000 feet. For some reason the FSLabs 320 doesn't descend with the flight path angle if the altitude selected in the FCU is the same as the current altitude. So I've already set minus 3.0 degrees flight path angle. However, in order to activate this, I'll have to pull on the knob. And this I will do about 0.3 miles before the actual descent point. Check that the mode has actually activated on the FMA. The nice thing about the FPA function is that the Flight Management Guidance System will calculate how much rate of descent it has to use in order to meet the 3-degree glide path. If you were doing the descent via vertical speed mode, you yourself would have to calculate the rate of descent. Now, even though the vertical deviation bar is displayed on the primary flight display, you have to conventionally recheck the distance and correct altitude. On the approach chart we can see that at 13.0 DME Foxtrot Mike DME we have a crossing altitude of 3,150 feet. Lufthansa 455, contact tower 109.9, bye bye. Frankfurt Tower, good evening, Lufthansa 455 on the VOR 7 right. Continue approach Lufthansa 455. Okay, 13 DME, and so we're about 50 feet high. Now I have to adjust the flight path angle a little bit to increase the rate of descent. Now at 12 DME I should be at 2,830 feet. So I'm still a little bit high, but approaching the glide path again. Now don't forget to monitor the inbound radial and correct the track if necessary. Okay, next altitude check is at 11 DME Fox Mike. Altitude should be 2,520 feet. The aircraft is again perfectly on the correct glide path, and so I've adjusted the flight path angle to 3 degrees again. Lufthansa 455, clear to land 7 right. At 9 DME, the altitude should be 1,880 feet. Looks pretty good to me. Let's do the landing checklist. We have landing no blue. Now at 8 DME we have the final altitude check of 1,560 feet. Final altitude is checked. Manual thrust
1,000.
1,000 checked. Approaching 7 DME, altitude should be 1,240 feet. Okay, runway is in sight.
Hundred above. 500. Minimum.
Continue.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard 10, 5.
Okay, so this is how to fly a conventional non-precision approach using the track FPA function. If you have any further questions, post a comment down below, and as always, I appreciate a thumbs up. Thank you, happy landings, and I'll see you in the next one.